Hi guys, I'm Abhinav. This is day 3 of the Spiti motorcycle ride. We've reached halfway. Um, Today's itinerary is we have to go from Kalpa to Tabo. I've been under the weather all night and I didn't shoot anything so far. We've covered 70 kilometers and beautiful roads along the way, fast roads, very fast roads. We were hitting the limiter in the 4th gear and the 5th gear on the XPulse. We were riding that fast. We've stopped right now at a place called the Confluence of Rivers. Let me show you. Okay. So this is where two rivers meet. I think they form the Satluj. I'm not too sure. It's written over there. I don't know. This is Yogesh, that's Srinivas Ganesh. He's shooting. And this is Yudhvir. Hi Yudhvir. How has the ride been so far?
Well, I don't know, it was nice, but looks like long out here, even a small ride.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you try and push your bike, eventually you figure out that you haven't covered any distance. So it's better that you be like a traveler or a marathon runner who goes on a slow pace and travels distance. Rather than, do a sprint, then sit down, start having Maggie and tea and coffee and all that shit.
Did you just say go slow?
Yeah, says the man who does 100, 110 all day long.
Absolutely, on straight roads though.
No, on the corners as well.
I don't do 100, 110.
I'm talking about
Oh
him.
yeah, I can't compare. Comparison in any form is toxic.
Yeah.
But I'm learning a lot from him.
Yeah.
I have also learned now
What have you learned?
that you don't have to do this kind of a shit.
What shit?
I mean, these loose motions that we were creating on the road. I mean, just put 5th gear and roll the motorcycle and keep sitting. Put on some music and just enjoy the vibe.
In fact, we were supposed to leave at 7:30 in the morning for Tabo. We left around 12:30. There was just no way. I was in no position to ride. Not just me, even Yudhvir has fever. So we both had Dolo 650. Oh, lots of dust hitting the face. I put the visor down. The reason why I've started to shoot now, I'm feeling a little better, so it's easier to talk. And then also there's this constant climb which has just started. The reason why I want to show you guys a climb and not the fast stretch of road that we were doing. We were hitting the limiter in 4th and the 5th on that fast stretch. Pin the throttle open, hitting well over 100 in we were riding at near about 100 all the time. Right now I was wearing my helmet. The guys started riding, so they're a little ahead. That's why I seem to be riding solo. Okay, anyway, the reason why I wanted to show you this particular climb is, if some of you have seen my earlier videos on the XPulse, you'd probably know that I went to Ladakh on this very motorcycle last year. I had a race ECU on the bike and it failed miserably. The bike was running too rich because that ECU doesn't adapt. And we had rich maps wherein you need leaner maps at altitude. Because there's no air, okay? So there's no air in the atmosphere. So then all that fuel is just getting burnt. The bike wasn't running. So this time around, my friend Rahul, okay, these guys are waiting. So this time around, my friend Rahul, he runs Flying Fender motorcycles and he's a rally racer. Right now he's riding Rally of Chamba. So Rahul, what he did was he got lean maps installed on that very race ECU, and he gave me a map switch over here. So one is a little richer than stock, two is a little bit more rich. So that's, you know, when you want to ride aggressive and you want a lot of power from the bike. 3 is lean, 4th is the leanest. So when you're climbing and, you know, you climb a certain altitude, you can just switch to the leaner maps and the bike should theoretically run fine. I was doing that. I was running on map number 1 till Kalpa, and Kalpa's about close to 10,000 feet, let's say, give or take. The bike did just fine. Absolutely no problems on map number 1. However, there's a big difference in fuel economy on the stock ECU and the race ECU. On the race ECU, I get about 25-28 kilometers to a liter, and on the stock ECU, which runs a little lean, I get about 35 to 40 kmpl, depending on how you're riding. Now, the last fuel pump before Kaza is in Rekongpio, and the distance between them would be about 300 kilometers. So I didn't want to take a chance with fuel. Rahul has made a system where he also has, you know, the stock ECU under the seat along with the race ECU. All you have to do is switch the coupler. That's about it. And now Kalpa onwards, I'm running on the stock ECU, and the bike is just smooth, very, very, very smooth. There's no problem, no problem. Fueling is pretty good. That was not the best of turns that I took. Had someone been coming ahead. Wow, look at these mountains, man. Looks like a mountain desert, which it really is. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the performance of the motorcycle. I am. Even on the race ECU and the stock ECU. On the stock ECU, it bounces off the limiter at 118. On the race ECU, it goes up to about 125 easily. But here, when you're touring, the stock ECU is good enough. The bike starts in half the press of the starter. On the race ECU, it takes a little bit more. So I think I'm going to continue the rest of this ride on the stock ECU, at least till we descend, you know, the mountains. Once we are in the plains, no reason to not extract all the power that we can from the engine, because if it's a highway ride, I want the ability to sit at 110 and also be able to overtake all day long. I don't know the altitude of this place. It has to be, I don't know, man, around 3000 meters. I think Leh is also 3000 meters or so, 10,000 feet. That's where the motorcycle was sputtering on the race ECU back then. But on the stock ECU, working so well over here. Just smooth. बट आप तो धीरे ही चला रहे थे, उसमें भी ओवरशॉट कर गए।
ज़्यादा गियर पे था बल्कि।
अच्छा।
और इंजन ब्रेकिंग भी नहीं हुई।
अच्छा।
पहले अगला लगाया, सीज हो गया।
हाँ।
चलने लगी, छोड़ा, फिर पिछला लगाया, पिछला सीज हो गया।
हाँ।
इतने में कौन हो, खत्म हो गया।
So what, it slid or what happened?
Slid and hit the girder.
गर्डर नहीं लगा हुआ था।
हाँ हाँ। ओहो।
बच गया। बुखार दूर हो गया लेकिन।
बुखार दूर हो गया? चलो अच्छी बात है। बाइक पे तो कुछ नहीं हुआ, वो तो क्या ही है यार। ब्रेक लग रही है इसका, जब एबीएस पकड़ता है ना, बड़ी गंदी फीलिंग है इस बाइक की। फर्स्ट फॉल ऑफ द राइड। He overshot a corner, which is very surprising because now we are riding slow. Earlier when we were riding very, very, very fast, and there was no problem. Man, this reminds me of gutter loops. Man, what a struggle Cartalooms were to climb. Bike had no power. I'm so relieved, man. I'm so relieved. Oh. If only I didn't have fever. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Very sorry. Oh God. Feel like I'll throw up any time. Right, guys, we have reached the Nako Monastery. Shri, how was the climb up? Jule, man.
Picked up a little bit of. What language was that?
Ladakh? I don't know.
The
Mountain
climb up-
language?
The climb up was pretty steep, actually.
But fun, no?
Fun. I loved it. There were 2 turns which I didn't took very nicely, but that's all experience, I guess.
Yeah,
But this is one hell of an experience for me.
yeah. Were you right behind Yudhvir when he fell?
I did.
चाय पियो चाय
हाँ,
हाँ जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
अब चाय पियो
हाँ. चाय पिला दीजिए. So this is the monastery. We're gonna go inside now.
You are so kind-hearted, no?
Yeah.
Without asking what you did.
Little cafe or whatever you want to call it. There's the monastery.
It's inside also.
Snow cap peaks over there. Hi. Oh, we can't?
Yeah.
Acha. Oh, I had no idea.
Till here you can, but
Beyond this point, you
beyond
can't.
this point you have to.
Oh, yes, there's a board. Alright, cool. Thank you, man.